Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Chamber's Business Awards celebration this afternoon. My name is Troy McClellan. I am your president and CEO of the Boca Raton Chamber of Commerce. Today's event combines a recognition of the Chamber's amazing leadership that guides us through, along with specifically honoring three different businesses and business leaders today. Under normal circumstances, we'd be celebrating these leaders at the beautiful Boca Raton Resort and Club, either dressed in our professional attire at the luncheon or in our tuxes and ball gowns at the annual celebration. But this is 2020 and we're doing it virtually, and we're excited to be here. First, before we get to those business awards recipients, it's important to note our accomplishments during the past year and to recognize the leadership of our board of directors who helped us achieve those accomplishments so that we can continue to deliver on our mission of economic prosperity in Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, and all of South Palm Beach County. On March 17th, we all felt the immediate and sudden impacts of the COVID-19 global pandemic into our lives. Your chamber realized the seriousness and long-term implications of this pandemic and to begin to pivot very quickly. First, launching our HELP campaign, Help, Educate, and Listen with Passion. Our team, professional team, reached out to the over 1,700 members that we had to check in, to see how everyone was doing, and to see how we could help. Next, we rapidly converted all of our upcoming meetings to virtual meetings. This included our committee meetings, leads groups, successful women in business, professionals under 40. Literally, all of the meetings that we would have had in person were converted to virtual, except, of course, for the large gathering meetings like the one we're having today. And because of the amazing talent of the team, we did all this without missing a beat. I don't think we missed one meeting because of COVID. We went right to virtual immediately. We've produced hundreds and hundreds of virtual events and experiences, attracting thousands and thousands of attendees, and all of this valuable content is available on the Chamber's YouTube channel if you ever want to go back and watch some of those virtual events. Our events had speakers like the Palm Beach County Mayor, the Boca Mayor, the Palm Beach County Sheriff, the Boca Raton Police Chief, multiple commissioners, elected leaders, business leaders, community leaders, leaders from the United States Chamber of Commerce, our Chief Financial Officer, and on, just to name a few. If you've been participating, you know the broad range of speakers that we've had over the past 7 or so months. And that doesn't even mention all of the virtual networking events that we've had to keep you connected, roundtables, educational seminars each month as well. And in an effort to keep our businesses, our restaurants afloat because they were so impacted, we've been extremely active in our social media and our electronic outreach to you to promote those restaurants that were still open for takeout and curbside delivery. And as we have opened up outdoor seating, indoor seating, etc., we've been very active in that space to try to help them as much as we could. Shortly after the launch of the restaurant campaign, we launched our Did You Know campaign, and that was an effort to bring awareness to all the nonprofits who have also been impacted negatively by the pandemic. And we continue to do all that today as we sit here. Our very own charitable nonprofit, the Golden Bell Education Foundation, distributed over $100,000 in grants to the local public schools in Boca Raton this year. And while we could not hold our annual Golden Bell fundraiser, Battle of the Bands, in person, we held a virtual fundraiser, and that event raised over $16,000. So thank you to all who participated in our virtual Golden Bell breakfast and our virtual Battle of the Bands fundraiser as well. And really the generosity of our community was demonstrated through all that participation and all that support. So we thank you all for that. And even during these challenging times, politics doesn't stop, right? So the Chamber's Political Action Committee, Blue PAC, was extremely busy in an election season. interviewed almost 30 candidates that were running for office, from state, house, and Senate seats to county commission seats, et cetera. And our record in the primary was 4 out of 5. So we're confident in the general election that we're going to get some more pro-business candidates serving in seats that are going to make a difference, hopefully positively, for your business moving forward. So even though this year is not a little different, it's wicked different than it has been in years past, one thing remained the same, and that's your chamber continued to deliver on its 4 pillars: connect members, advance commerce, protect business, and enhance our community. The foundation to allow us to deliver on our 4 pillars has been the steadfast leadership, guidance, and governance of our executive committee and board of directors under the chairmanship of Michael Daskal. As CEO, one of the most rewarding aspects of my job is to work alongside these very talented, gifted, successful individuals who all bring different backgrounds and unique perspectives to the organization and help lead us to be better and more innovative and to get through challenges like we're facing now. For those of you who have not had the privilege to get to know our chairman, he runs a highly successful and long-standing accounting and advisory firm, Daskal Bolton. And he's got a long resume of service, which I won't get into today, not just to his industry, of course, but to our community. And he's also created a culture within his firm that encourages his associates to engage in the community and make a difference with their volunteerism. One of the smartest people that I've ever met, Chairman Daskal, is normally a man of few words, but when he speaks, everyone listens because his words are important. Chairman Daskal, thank you for your strong and steady leadership during what clearly is one of the most trying times in the history of our organization. We thank you and look forward to your leadership next year as well, so you can help us navigate to the other side of this crisis. So everyone, please help me welcome the chairman of the board of directors for the Boca Chamber, Michael Daskal.
Thank you, Troy. Well, first of all, that was very kind and humbling. I do appreciate your comments. And I do give back whenever I can into the community, and of our 150 people in our firm, many of us do as well. And we're very committed to our community. But good afternoon, fellow chamber members, honored guests, and especially award recipients. My name is Michael Daskal, as Troy said, and I've had the privilege to serve as chairman this past year. Within months of me taking over on the board, our community was faced with a pandemic, and it was like nothing else that we've seen in our 68-year history, as we all know. Together, your board of directors, as Troy mentioned, plotted a course during these turbulent times and quickly pivoted to continue to provide the services that our members were used to, albeit differently, but we did everything in our power to continue to try to serve our members. Specifically, I would also like to recognize the fellow executive committee members, Jackie Reeves of Bell Rock Capital, John Tolbert, formerly of the Boca Resort, now with BRE Hotels and Resorts, Todd Hale with Office Depot, Susan Saturday with Blue Green Vacation, and our most prominent and hardworking member, Troy McClellan of the Boca Chamber of Commerce. So thank you all so much for your continued support and your expertise. Also, a specific thank you to Troy as our CEO. You know, we're a volunteer board and we're all very active and we do whatever we can to help, but Troy and his team really do all the heavy lifting. His service on the executive committee has been excellent, and his leadership, along with his dedicated team of professionals that he works with. They pivoted very quickly, were able to maintain member services, to deliver value to the community, and execute on the Chamber's mission to promote and sustain economic prosperity in our region, and they continue to do a great job with that. Also, I'm very honored that my colleagues have placed their trust in me, and they've asked me to serve one more year as the chairman of the Boca Raton Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, of which I graciously accepted. So I appreciate the support of the chamber and all of the board members that supported me in that. And I look forward to another year of service. As we begin 2021, it is my hope that we will begin to see some return to normalcy and that the business climate will continue to get better, as I believe it is right now. And I know together that we will help lift each other's businesses and to create a prosperous economy in Boca Raton, Boynton Beach, and all of South Palm Beach County. I know that the results of the pandemic, the effects of the pandemic are still with us, but I'm confident with the board leadership, along with the dedicated chamber team, we will continue to navigate our organization through this turbulent time. Robert Frost once said in 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned in my life: it goes on. These words could not be truer today. COVID-19 will pass, the economy will rebound, and the chamber will certainly go on and be stronger than before. Before I hand it back to Troy, I would like to recognize that we have come together to really shine a spotlight on the honorees today. And we have an impressive group. And I would like to personally extend my congratulations and a job well done to all the honorees today. So thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate that. Thank you for all that you do, the time that you give, your leadership. And you're right, the team, professional team here at the Chamber is just doing unbelievably work, incredible work every day, day in and day out through all of this. And we'll continue to do that as well. So thank you for that. And we look forward to 2021 under your continued leadership, and we know we're in very good hands. Next, I want to introduce Todd Hale with Office Depot, and he was mentioned, of course, as the treasurer on our executive committee because he does wear multiple hats. He's the current treasurer of the executive committee. He's the chair of the finance committee. And I guess if there's a year you don't want to be chair of the finance committee, it might be as you're trying to figure out what your budget looks like for the next year. But we were in very good hands under Todd's leadership going through that process as well. And of course, Office Depot is our platinum sponsor for today's program. The generosity and engagement that Office Depot shows the Chamber and this entire community is why they are a model of being a great corporate and community partner. Treasurer Hale, thank you for all of your ongoing support of the Boca Chamber, the entire community. Please, everybody, welcome Todd Hale.
Very good. Thank you, Troy, and good afternoon, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, again, I'm Todd Hale. I'm the Chief Information Officer for Office Depot. I've been part of the local business community here for a little over 16 years, and I'm entering my 3rd year participating with the board of the Chamber. And I think I would be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity, like Michael did earlier, just to acknowledge the great work that Troy and his entire team do for all of us in creating an environment that we can all run and grow our businesses. So again, thank you for pushing the many important agendas that you guys do. It's definitely appreciated. And on behalf of all of the associates at Office Depot, I'd like to start off with congratulating the business award winners that we're here today for. It's a tremendous recognition and a very well-deserving group. So congratulations on that. So a little bit about us. For those of you who may not know, we proudly call Boca Raton home and employ thousands of associates at our corporate headquarters, as well as our retail and supply chain locations within the area. And as a company, we are committed to providing businesses of all sizes, from the home-based office to larger enterprises, with what you need to be more productive and successful. And we do this through what we refer to internally as our various routes to market. This would be our 1,200 plus retail locations, which as many people associate Office Depot with. But it's also our websites, our public website, as well as our personalized business portal that we have for businesses, our dedicated sales force that works with customers each and every day to solve problems, as well as the thousands of technicians that we have that go out and support businesses each and every day under the CompuCom banner. So as you all know, this year we've had to navigate uncharted waters with the pandemic and operate in a very business as unusual manner. And our strategy to focus on business customers has been more important than ever, as we've been extremely focused on keeping essential businesses up and running, and keeping and helping to keep those businesses that were shut down, helping them to successfully reopen. As we have been talking to customers each and every day and working with our partners to respond quickly to the rapidly changing landscape around us, and really paying attention to the requirements that are being recommended by the CDC, we've provided an assortment of products and services that support working how you want to work, whether that be in a remote manner, whether that be in an in-facility model, or whether that be in a hybrid model, which is something that we're clearly seeing is a popular model, as many companies have kind of developed the confidence to work remote as a result of the fact that we've had to operate in this model. So from our core offerings in supplies, technology, furniture, and print, to a rapidly expanding assortment in cleaning supplies and PPE, we have what you need to run your business. And if we don't, let us know, because we have great sourcing capabilities, and we can work with you to get what you need to help run your business. So as an opportunity for each of you that are here in attendance today, I'd encourage you to request a complimentary facility assessment with one of our account reps. This can help you identify ways that you can create a healthier and more productive workplace for you and your employees. And if you don't have an account rep, visit our website and someone will get in touch with you, or feel free to reach out to me and I'll get you connected in with the right folks. So beyond the commercial side of things, I am extremely proud of the organization and the team for continuing to give back and provide needed resources to the communities that we work and live in. During a time frame when business has been difficult, our communities have needed us the most. And to that end, we've donated over $1.5 million to Feeding America's COVID Response Fund to support food banks across the country. We've committed several $100,000 to support local boys and girls clubs, as well as other education-related organizations throughout the summer. And I'm extremely pleased that we've been able to continue our Start Proud community investment programs that help students go back confident, prepared, and proud. So I'd like to wrap up with a brief video that will bring this program to life for you. You can roll the video, please.
Good to see you guys.
As for you, my love.
Learning's not closed. Learning never closes.
Supplies are needed now more than ever.
So I know it's a different event, y'all.
Seriously, this has been the craziest year.
We're here for the kids, and whatever it takes, that's what we're going to do.
Back to school is supposed to be exciting.
And so it's just our opportunity to give back.
Let's change the world one kid at a time.
So we are a Title I school.
A lot of people lost their jobs.
Will have their hours cut.
Our parents have had to adapt to a new normal.
And so what we want to do with Start Proud is to bring that celebration back.
Our Depot Difference teams are partnering with 25 Title I elementary schools in 15 of our largest cities across the country.
Going to drive through here. They're going to get to pick the color of the backpack that they want.
You know, they're eager to come back to school. They're eager to participate in education.
It's just unbelievable to see how excited they are.
But this is one of those times that we can see smiles on faces.
There's nothing better than giving back.
It says the Office Depot is part of the community.
And it's most important to put people first.
I believe that every child needs every possible advantage.
Just to make even the smallest difference to them.
Oh, they love it. It's a party. They're excited.
I care about kids, and I care about being able to make a difference with the company that I work for. So this is wonderful.
All right, a special call out to Alex Price and the Depot Difference team who spend a significant amount of time making sure we are giving back and really engaging our organization to do the right thing. So thank you to Alex and team, who I know are on the meeting today. And again, congratulations to the award recipients. Thanks to all the things that you do and for making our community a great place to live and do business. So thank you.
Thank you, Todd. And that was a great video. And clearly you guys are making a big difference through all of those efforts. And our Golden Bell Education Foundation, who I mentioned, was a recipient of some of that funding that you've given out to some of the educational institutions in our community. So we thank you for that. And I absolutely need to remind all the people that are with us today that the Boca Chamber and Office Depot have a unique relationship by which you're able to purchase anything that Office Depot sells as a member through a special program. You can receive some discounts, etc. And so if you haven't outfitted your home office yet, they've got everything you need, as Todd had mentioned. So Todd, again, thank you for all that you do for the community, for being our platinum sponsor today, and certainly for all your leadership. We appreciate it very much. So Chairman Daskell already recognized the members of the executive committee of the board of directors. But now I'd like to take a minute and recognize the rest of the directors who serve on the board, and they are up on your screen. I'm going to read through them very quickly. But Paul Atkins with the Florida Peninsula Insurance Group, Michael Antonello with Lynn University, Jason Abe with Truist Bank, Clara Bennett with the Boca Raton Airport Authority, Ian Kottner with AT&T, Stephen Deutsch, Frank Weinberg and Black, Andrew Duffel, the Research Park at Florida Atlantic University, Sophia Eccleston with Florida Power and Light, Amanda Ellis with Oceans 234, Kevin Fernander with Palm Beach State College, Will Fleming with Motion Point, Larry Katz with Wells Fargo, Dr. Kelly with Florida Atlantic University, Ahnich Khalid with Maggiano's Little Italy, and an award recipient today, Ken Liebersfeld with Capital Lighting, Matt Linderman with Boca West Country Club, Michael Marshall with Gunster, Lincoln Mendez, Boca Raton Regional Hospital, Mark Malusnik, NCCI, Patty Nobles with Comerica Bank, George Rizzuto with West Boca Medical Center, Sal Saldana with Town Center Mall, Bob Tucker with ADT, and Frank White with Kaufman Lynn Construction. Now, I know you could all read those names, but I thought it was important to say them. They represent an amazing group of leaders who really have helped us navigate through our challenging times this year and provide us with the tremendous resources to be as effective as we are. So I want to thank all of them for all their time, talent, and treasure that they give to this organization and all the differences they make in our community and region. And now I want to introduce some of the newer members, or the newer members that are joining our board effective on November 1st, but really proud to recognize this group of folks coming on to join that already impressive group. And so we have Ed Boylan, who's the general manager of Boynton Beach Mall. We have Dan Kane, the co-founder and CEO of Modernizing Medicine. Rob Finizio, the CEO of TherapeuticsMD, and another award recipient later on. Scott Gunnell, the Group Vice President for Business Strategy and Operational Excellence at JM&A. Jennifer Jolly, who's the General Manager at Boca Grove and Tennis Club. Ethan Shapiro, the Head of Schools at St. Andrews School. Jordan Sherwood, who's a Senior Marketing Consultant with ESPN West Palm Beach and represents our professionals under 40 on our board. And then finally rounding out this great group of new leaders, Ron Wachowski, who's an area general manager and the manager of the Boca Raton Marriott here in Boca Raton. So welcome to this group of impressive leaders, and we certainly look forward to working with them and engaging all of their leadership with our organization. So Chairman Daskell, if you could join me back on the screen for a moment. Normally, we would be doing this in person, and we would be having the ceremonial passing of the gavel. And so we're going to try to do this virtually. And so I want to hand the gavel over to you, even though you are staying on in the position of chair for another year. We still have to go through this process to make it official. So I'm going to pass you the gavel, Mr. Chairman, right here. I'm going to have you grab it.
All right.
Here we go. Perfect.
Kind of
Now you
passing
can
the
tap, now
gavel
you
to
can
me.
tap. Now it's official. Now it's official, Mr. Chairman. You've got the new gavel and are ready to go on to the new fiscal year. But thank you. We weren't sure how that was going to work out, but it's the best we could do under these virtual circumstances. But thank you, Mr. Chairman. All right, now let's transition to the business awards. Today, we're going to honor 3 organizations and leaders who have achieved great levels of success in their industries, not just because of their exceptional service to their customers or members, but their exceptional service to our community. And we're excited to showcase them today, showcase their passion and commitment, dedication to this organization and to our beloved communities that they serve. Like all events, virtual or in person, the support of sponsors is critical. And in addition to Office Depot's platinum sponsorship, I just want to recognize some of the other companies who have supported this event. So we have 3 award sponsors. Each of the awards was sponsored by an organization. And as you can see, Gunster has graciously and generously agreed to be the sponsor of the Small Business Leader of the Year Award. Thank you, Michael and Gunster. We'll hear from you later. The Business of the Year Award sponsor is Joe DiMaggio's Children's Hospital, and we thank Joe DiMaggio and Dawn. We'll hear from Dawn a little bit later. And the Business of the Year Award sponsor is AT&T and our fellow board member, Ian Cotner. So thank you to those organizations for sponsoring the awards and being part of this event. Some of our supporting sponsors include Bell Rock Capital, Center State Bank, NCCI, and of course the South Florida Business Journal. So we thank the supporting sponsors as well. And I want to thank all of you who are supporting this event and recognizing the recipients through your leaderboard ads that you've seen come up on your screen. All of that together has been able for us to deliver this event successfully this afternoon. And so thank you certainly for all that support. So let's get right down to it. We're going to get to the first award this afternoon, and that's going to be the Small Business Leader of the Year Award. And to give the introduction of that, we're going to welcome onto the screen Roxana Scafidi. Roxana is the CEO and owner of Florida Accounting and Advisors, and she is the 2019 Small Business Leader of the Year recipient. And when Roxana comes on the screen, we're going to have her introduce the 2020 recipient, and then we're going to hear from Michael Marshall, the sponsor, who will just say a few words, and then we're going to be excited to hear from the recipient right after. So Roxana, you're up on the screen now, so I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Troy. My name is Roxana Scafidi. I am the owner of Florida Accounting and Advisors. As a recipient of the 2019 Small Business Leader of the Year Award, I am honored to be here today to present this award's Small Business Leader of the Year Award to a very deserving recipient, Ahnich Khalid of Maggiano, Italy. Ahnich was born and raised in Morocco and relocated to France with his family when he was 19 years old. Ahnich began his studies at the University of Amiens, France, and graduated in 1986 with a Master of Business Administration. Shortly after graduating, Ahnich relocated to Washington, D.C., where he began his career as a general manager of the food court at the Washington National Airport. In 2004, Ahnich and his family relocated to Boca Raton, where he joined the Maggiano's Little Italy Family Restaurant Group as its general manager. Maggiano's became a member of the Boca Chamber in 2002. When Ahnich arrived, he activated the membership and engaged himself and Maggiano's to a whole new level. Through the partnership, he began hosting many of the chamber networking events and vertical groups, including the successful Women in Business and Professional Under 40 group. In 2016, Maggiano's became a trustee member and also joined the Boca Board of Directors, where he is still serving. As general manager for 17 years, and more recently as a managing partner, hospitality has always been in his blood. Ahnich is more famously quoted for saying, "The first time a guest comes to Maggiano's, they come in as a guest. The second time, they come as a friend. And the third time, they come as family." One of the greatest examples of his services to the community is to give back Christmas feast held annually at the Town Center Mall. During this event, Ahnich and his Maggiano's team helped serve our communities less fortunate and provide them with a memorable holiday experience and meal. For his dedication to the community he has served, Ahnich has been awarded highest honor medal by the King of Morocco, named a Kentucky colonel, named honorary deputy sheriff with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. When asked what is the greatest takeaway from his long and distinguished career in the restaurant and customer service business, Ahnich responds by saying, relationship building. Be there for your people, your friends, employees, your customers, and your community in their time of need. And for nearly 2 decades, Ahnich has done just that. He is there for you whenever you need him. Ahnich, we thank you and appreciate all that you have done in setting an example of what a true small business leader should emulate. Each day we receive the best of you, both professionally and personally. You truly lead by example with integrity, empathy, and kindness. I would like to introduce Michael Marshall from Gunster, who is the official sponsor of the Small Business Leader of the Year Award, to present this award. Thank you.
Thank you, Roxana. Good afternoon, everyone. As many of you may know, my name is Michael Marshall. I am a shareholder with the Gunster Law Firm. I've worked in Boca Raton for about 15 years now. I've been involved with the Boca Raton Chamber of Commerce for nearly the entire duration. So speaking for myself and the entire Gunster team, we are honored to be here today for the Chamber's Small Business Award celebration. Of course, we are so very pleased to be involved with all the Chamber's wonderful events, but this event in particular, as we absolutely love working with small businesses. Small businesses form a significant and essential portion of our clientele, and as it has already been mentioned, the past few months have been incredibly challenging for small businesses. Not that we didn't realize it already, but current circumstances have only highlighted the importance of small businesses to our local economy. I generally do not know where we would be without them. So with that being said, on behalf of Gunster, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2020 Small Business Leader of the Year Award to Ahnich Khalid, General Manager and Managing Partner of Maggiano's Little Italy. Ahnich, congratulations.
All right, Mr. Chairman Mike Dassel, thank you very much. Thanks, Mr. President, CEO Troy McLean and his team. I want to thank the Chamber Board of the Chamber of Commerce, Boca Raton, Boynton Beach. I want to thank everyone that make it happen. I really appreciate this award, and I really appreciate everybody putting this together, this event during these unusual times. It is truly an honor and privilege. I'm blessed to be recognized by the Boca Chamber and Boca Raton and Boynton Beach Chamber of Commerce at this 2020 Small Business Leader of the Year. I'm extremely appreciative. Again, for those who don't know me, I was born in Morocco, Casablanca. Came to the state in 1988. The hospitality is in my blood. I joined Maggiano's in 22 years ago, beautiful 22 years, with the wonderful brand. I started in Washington, D.C. when I actually, I was catering to all those politicians in Washington, D.C. I love that. And then after that, in 2004, I had the opportunity to come down to Boca Raton, Florida. That's one of the best decisions I ever made, other than married my wife, Fatima. I would not be here today or where I am without my amazing team that has worked alongside me throughout my career. Most in my position, they would call them staff, teammates, employees. I call them family. And I treat them as such. Over the years, throughout my journey, I have learned that hard work and dedication are by far the most important quality that needed to be successful in any business. So I want to take a moment to also thank the wonderful brand that I work with, Maggiano's, Little Italy, with the entire team that we have. Is just a wonderful thing. I and my team, we apply this principle on a daily basis to treat people with a lot of love and hospitality, because our passion is to make everyone feel special. I really enjoy working with my family, which is my teammates, that they've been with me for more than 15, 16 years throughout Maggiano's experience. Again, when I say our passion is to make people feel special, it's people, my teammates, our guests, our stakeholders, our supply partners, every single one. And that's the success of Maggiano's. Again, I want to thank Mr. Mike Marshall for support. I mean, we're actually doing this. And also I want to thank my wife and my two children who have been my rock throughout the years, supporting me on every step on the way, helping me make my dream come true. Thank you again.
Thank you, Roxana and Michael. And Ahnich, congratulations. It is clear watching you how much passion and compassion you have for your job and for your team, who truly is your family. And I think your family just got a lot bigger. And I think that the famous lasagna is going to taste even better the next time we go to Maggiano. So heartfelt congratulations to you. Well deserved. I know what this means to you, and we're just so very proud of you for this, and appreciative for all that you do for the board, the chamber, and the community. So a big congrats to you. Well done. All right, our second award this afternoon is going to be our Business of the Year award, and to introduce the Business of the Year award. Before we hear from the sponsor of that award, I want to welcome the 2019 Business of the Year award recipient, which was Plassridge Insurance. And to make this introduction is their Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Connor Lynch. So Connor, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Troy. Last year, my brother and my father had the great honor of accepting the 2019 Business of the Year award. Today, I'm honored to be here with you and to be able to carry on the tradition of introducing and recognizing this year's deserving 2020 Business of the Year recipient, TherapeuticsMD. TherapeuticsMD is an innovative women's healthcare company operating on 5 core corporate values. The first, attitude is everything. The second, engage authentically. The third, think differently. The fourth is do the right thing. And the last is quality is queen. With those values at the backbone of the company, it's definitely easy to see how TherapeuticsMD has a strong passion for developing treatments, advancing women's health, and dedicating themselves to bettering the lives of women, no matter their age or stage of life. TherapeuticsMD was the first clinical development company in 2018 to receive FDA approval for 3 new drugs in the women's healthcare space in a single year. When asked what lessons they learned along the way about business, they shared nothing that creates significant value happens quickly or easily. It is through the steady leadership, hard work, innovation, patience, and commitment of the team that has made TherapeuticsMD a success. Under the TherapeuticsMD umbrella, is VitaMed a women's healthcare company committed to providing high-quality prescription prenatal vitamins, which offer an assortment of choices such as certified vegan, kosher, chewable for morning sickness, and ones that are formulated to help women who cannot fully metabolize folic acid. The commitment, leadership, innovation by their teams is not only reflected in their desire to discover new and innovative medicines in women's healthcare, but also to be leaders and champions of our local public education system. Chief Product Officer Julia Amadio, continues to serve on the Chamber's Golden Bell Education Foundation, making frequent school visits, as well as directly helping to secure grant funding to underwrite a request from Boca Raton High School. Chief Executive Officer and co-founder Robert Finizio has spent time working with the children of our Young Entrepreneur Academy, serving as an advisor on the CEO panel, and most recently. And he was also named the Chairman's Board of Directors, officially starting his term on November 1st. As an employer of over 383 full-time employees located right here in Boca Raton, TherapeuticsMD has a long and distinguished list of awards and accolades, but I would just like to highlight a few. The BioFlorida Company of the Year, BioFlorida Entrepreneur of the Year, South Florida Business Journal Ultimate CEO Award, South Florida Business Journal Healthcare Power Leader, Women's Choice Award, Vital Pearl Customer Recommended Prenatal Multivitamin, and the American Cancer Society presenting sponsor, Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. I know that I speak for my family's business as well as the many award recipients that came before us in congratulating this year's 2020 Business of the Year Award recipient, TherapeuticsMD. We're so fortunate to have Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital to be today's sponsor of the Business of the Year Award. Please welcome Don Quaranta, Vice President of Regional Operations, who will present this award to the company's CEO and co-founder, Robert Finizio. Congratulations, TherapeuticsMD, on being named 2020 Business of the Year.
Thank you, Connor. Happy Friday to everyone. As Connor mentioned, I'm Dawn Quaranta, Vice President of Regional Operations for the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. And within that role, I do oversee operations for our newest Children's Outpatient Center located right here in Palm Beach County. And we are so proud that we can now be here within the county and have our center here to serve children closer to home. But we are especially proud today to be a part of the wonderful event, this wonderful event that recognizes organizations and leaders that are making a difference in this community. And I just want to take a minute to congratulate all the award recipients this year. Thank you for all that you do. We have been a Boca Chamber partner for many years now. And in fact, we recognized all the amazing things early on that the Boca Chamber does. And the Boca Chamber was one of our first partner organizations in Palm Beach County. And I just want to say thank you to the Chamber and the staff and the board members for all of the amazing things that you continue to do in bringing businesses and leaders together. And especially in these different times and environment that we are in today with this virtual environment that we're living in today. So thank you for all that you do. It is a true honor to be a sponsor of this award this year and to recognize TherapeuticsMD, as we have very similar missions in focusing on the healthcare of our residents. And I just want to say thank you to TherapeuticsMD for all that you're doing in this community to make an impact. So with that, on behalf of Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, it gives me pleasure to present the 2020 Business of the Year Award to TherapeuticsMD. Accepting the award on behalf of TherapeuticsMD, please welcome the Chief Executive Officer, Robert Finizio. Congratulations.
I want to thank the Chamber, and this is our award here. We really, really appreciate being recognized by the community and the Chamber. And I'd like to thank all of our employees, most importantly. Obviously, you know, it takes a village to build a company, and the hard work, the dedication, the long hours, the family sacrifices, not just my family, but all of our families have had to bear. And I want to appreciate and thank all of them in our mission to become the clear leader in women's health pharmaceuticals, which we have become over the last 12 years. And a little bit about what I was hoping to speak to today might be a little bit different than some of the previous folks, and all were fantastic, was a little bit about our story and our story here that started in Boca. You know, I'd sold my last company, Care Fusion, to Cardinal Health in 2006 and moved here to Boca for a number of good reasons. And, you know, the company, TherapeuticsMD, was actually the ideas for the new drugs we've developed in both menopause, contraceptive, prenatal care, and vaginal atrophy were all brainchilds of a gentleman by the name of Dr. Brian Burnick, who I'm sure a number of people might even have as a doctor here locally. You know, he really saw this opportunity, and, you know, Boca doesn't just offer a lot to businesses, and the Chamber doesn't just forward that mission, but it's absolutely stunning at every step of the way along my career by just being here in Boca, having successfully sold a pretty significant company, found the next business idea with my neighbor who was an OBGYN. And, you know, that was 12 years ago. But as we went from a small company and now we're a publicly traded, about a $500 million market cap company with 400 plus employees, you know, every step of the way, the community really was here to foster the development and the growth of our company. So when we were a startup and had a small office, we were able to find it. As we moved to, you know, 100 employees and went public in 2012, raised the money to do the research and development, the clinical trials to get the drugs approved now that which we're marketing, the infrastructure needed, the ability to get everything we needed, whether it was executives on the board, whether it was management, it was all right here for us in Boca. And, you know, as we move forward and as we grow now from, you know, a couple hundred to hundreds and hundreds of employees here, we have never had a hard time until we got to the middle management, recruiting middle management with pharmaceutical experience. But I can tell you, as we reach out and fish folks down to Boca from New Jersey or wherever they're coming from in the pharmaceutical industry, as they come down here and they look at schools, to compare it to where they are in New Jersey, New York, Boston, it's no comparison. If you look at the traffic, it's no comparison. If you look at the taxes, it's really favorable. So with all that said, you know, Troy, on the other hand here, joining the board, I look forward to helping the Chamber forward the mission and attract more life sciences company here to Boca to hopefully have the success that we've had so far and the success I think we'll have as we transition from a clinical development company through 2019, now launching these 3 new FDA-approved products for menopause, vaginal atrophy, as well as contraceptive here into the market and across the country. With that being said, I want to thank again my team for all the hard work, and definitely thank the Chamber for recognizing us.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks so much, and congratulations again. You clearly are changing people's lives, although I don't think your therapeutics can help me specifically. But you're doing amazing work. We are extremely proud that you call Boca Raton home as your corporate headquarters. We look forward to watching your growth and growing with you, and certainly look forward to working a lot more closely with you as a new member of the board of directors. So again, congratulations to you and your entire team for all the great work that they're doing. Keep it up. Our 2020 Business Leader of the Year, we're going to bring up the 2019 Business Leader of the Year, a man who's already been introduced being on the board, and that's Mr. Sal Saldana. So Sal, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Troy. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sal Saldana, the General Manager of Town Center at Boca Raton, and last year's recipient of this amazing distinction. Today, I'm honored to be here with you to present the Business Leader of the Year award to a man with strong roots in the Boca Raton community and a pillar of our local Boca Raton religious and business community, Pastor Bill Mitchell. If the Mitchell last name sounds familiar to you, it should. The Mitchell family has a 96-year legacy here in Boca Raton. Pastor Mitchell's grandfather, J.C. Mitchell, was founder of Boca's mayor for 11 years. His grandmother, Floyd Cook Mitchell, was the first woman council member and helped found the Boca Raton Historical Society and Museum. Over the past 41 years, Pastor Mitchell has been very busy himself. For his first 25 years, he had a successful career in residential and commercial real estate and served as the commercial director of South Florida of a large nationwide real estate firm. During his time in real estate, he was an active member of the chamber, even serving on the board early in the 80s. Over these last 17 years, Pastor Mitchell's life took on a new calling. In 2003, he was named pastor at the Boca Raton Community Church. With his desire to continue to want to make Boca better, he coupled his experience in business with his new role as pastor and created Boca Lead. This incredibly successful monthly business luncheon started in 2016 and focuses on developing effective business practices to impactful leaders in our community. Welcome to anyone who wishes to attend. The luncheon attracts up to 300 people on any given month. Boca Leads and its mission directly aligns with itself with several of the chamber pillars, including connecting members, advancing commerce, and enhancing the community. As pastor, he oversees 25 full-time employees, 10 part-time employees, and over 300 volunteers. In his spare time, catch him being the invocator for several of our holiday breakfasts or a speaker at one of our live or virtual events. Pastor Mitchell and his wife, Elizabeth, enjoy riding their bikes on A1A, walking on the beach, traveling internationally, prior to COVID, of course, and spending time with their 4 grandchildren. When asked what advice of words or of wisdom Pastor Mitchell likes to impart, he said, "Each of us have our own unique set of gifts, talents, abilities, and skills. Discover them, develop them, and then use them to the fullest." I think we can all agree that those are the words that Pastor Mitchell lives by. Pastor Mitchell is currently working with people and organizations in over 25 countries through World Lead, an initiative that mentors young leaders around the world. Pastor Mitchell, we thank you and appreciate all that you've dedicated to the business community and to all of Boca Raton. Each day we receive the best of you, both professionally and personally. You not only motivate your congregation to be better, you inspire business owners, corporate leaders, independent contractors, bankers, educators, medical professionals, salespeople, and even more. I can keep on going. Bottom line is, you make Boca Raton a better place to live, work, learn, and play. So we're so fortunate to have AT&T as a sponsor of this award. And we thank AT&T for their support of all small businesses in our community. Along with Boca Chamber board member Ian Cotner with AT&T, I am proud to present the Business Leader of the Year award to Pastor Bill Mitchell.
Well, thank you very much, Sal. And you can hear behind you that we have about 40 of our team assembled together. And thank you, Troy. Thank you, Michael, for making this. And you're probably wondering, what is a pastor doing as the Business Leader of the Year? And I believe the coming together of all the community, in a sense, with business is so important. And there's a great verse in the Bible that says this: seek the welfare of the city. That's what we as business people and the religious community need to do. Seek the welfare of the city, because in its welfare, we shall find our welfare. And so thank you, Chamber, for giving me this award. I also want to say a big thank you to my wife, Elizabeth, who's right here in front of me, to my kids, to my grandkids, to my mom and dad. They're all here and all been a part of this community for so many years. And then I have our team here together as well, the Boca Lead team and our Boca community team. I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are behind this computer looking at it as well. I love Boca Raton. It's, I think, the best place in the world. I've been to all over the world. I go to a lot of places. I teach leadership all over the world, and I always come back to Boca Raton. Elizabeth and I look at places and go, if we could live anywhere in the world, where would we want to live? And we always come back and say Boca Raton. This is where our lifeblood is, and this is a place that we have set ourselves together because we think it is a great place to work, to play, to live, to raise a family, and to worship. And we want to make it the best place. And that's why I am so passionate. I'm kind of a cheerleader for this town. I'm a cheerleader for business. I'm a cheerleader that we as business people have a great responsibility ahead of us because we've been given resources. We have employees, we have money, we have other resources that we can bring to bear to help those who are underserved, those who need help, not even just during COVID, but all the time. And not just us who are in the religious community, but all of us have a responsibility. So thank you, Chamber, for taking the lead, and you who are listening are a part of this. Now, Troy asked me to just do a quick word of inspiration before I end. I just want to share one thing as we're in COVID. When I was in college, I'm very tall. If you haven't seen me, I'm very tall. I wanted to be a walk-on the basketball team in college. And so I went to a small urban college, and basketball is huge in urban cities. I was in the city of Chicago, and I made the team, but I was going to be the 13th player, which means when you're the 13th player, you will never play a minute of basketball. You'll practice. And I said, this is not what I need to do, is sit on a bench for 4 years and be on the bench and enjoy playing basketball. So I went into student council and student government, which is kind of how I'm here today, because I love leadership, and that was a part of what helped me even back in those years. So I would go down the street to a public gym that had a lot of great basketball players, and it turned out there was some of the retired Chicago Bulls players there, and they'd come every afternoon and hang out. And I remember the first time I was there, I was kind of Google-eyed at seeing some of the names that I knew, and they were retired. They were really old. They were in their early 30s. I was 19 at the time, and I went and played. And you know what's amazing? When the first time I got there, I played with them. I was as good as they were. I blocked their shots. I hung out with them. I made the layups. I moved around them. And then something happened about halfway through the game. Something clicked, and they started to play. And when they started to play, I could do nothing. They were amazing. Even though they were retired, they could do anything they wanted to do on a basketball court, and I just had to watch. They could outrun me, outstuff me, outplay me, outshoot me. I was nothing because they knew how to do it. And one day I asked one of them, I said, what's going on here? They go, well, we just come and relax and have a good time, but there's something that happens, the competitive edge that happens somewhere in the middle of the game, and we get focused. And they didn't use these words, but these are the words I used. They get aligned and they get some clarity. They want to beat their other old opponents. They want to beat the others, and they're very clear. And when they are focused, aligned, and clear at what they want to do, they start moving. And once they start moving, it's all over for the rest of us, just normal human beings, to watch this. And I want to encourage you, business people here in Boca Raton and South Florida, we need to be moving. So many of us are focused. We got some clarity as to what we're going to do in this COVID. We're starting to align our people and our vision to some new things that are going on. But some of us are afraid to move. And if we don't move, it doesn't matter how much talent in the world you have, somebody else is going to beat you out. Some 19-year-old snotty kid from South Florida is going to beat you out. But let me tell you, you have the ability to do great things, even during this COVID year. And I encourage you, I encourage your businesses, I encourage you entrepreneurs, I encourage you small businesses, you larger businesses, let us work hard. And as we work hard through this COVID time, let us not forget those who are also needy. We need to make this the best place to work. And it's hard sometimes because we're working in new environments. We need to make it the best place to play, to raise a family, to learn, to worship, and to help those who are needy and need our help. And so I thank you, Chamber, for giving me this award. I have it right here. Thank you very much. I will treasure this and appreciate this and realize that this award, though given to me, there's about 40 people that have made all this possible. So thank you very much.
Well, Pastor Bill, congratulations. We really couldn't think of a better recipient for the business leader of the year. What you've done with Boca Lead, World Lead is just, it's just unbelievable. I know you're doing other programs in big cities around the country. You're of course, you're making a major impact in changing the lives of us here in this community, but it goes way beyond that. You're changing lives around the world. And so we're deeply honored to present this to you, this award to you this year. And thank you for all that you've done, and look forward to continuing to work with you, and excited that Boca Leads now back live, all protocoled and properly distanced, of course, but we've been yearning to get back and to hear from you. So again, congratulations and thanks. And thanks to Sal and Ian Cotner with AT&T as well. So, you know, we've concluded the event. We've recognized all three. You can see them up again. Ahnich, congratulations. Pastor Bill, congratulations. TherapeuticsMD, congratulations. Listening to you all, you know, it's no wonder why we have such a robust business community. It's no wonder why people want to move here, live here, work here, learn here, play here. It's no wonder, because we are so blessed and fortunate to have people like you, businesses like you, and all of your associates and teammates that contribute to the amazing quality of life that we all enjoy here. And so we're in such good hands. And even though, you know, we're in a bit of a time of crisis here, look what you all are still doing. You know, Ahnich and Maggiano still moving forward, still open, still serving customers. Pastor Bill, obviously, you know, still helping this community in so many different ways, both on the business and the religious side of things. And of course, you know, Rob and Therapeutics, literally affecting people's lives through therapeutics and pharmaceuticals. So we are so blessed to have you all in this community. We are so extremely proud to recognize you for all of your accomplishments and all that you do for this community. So I'm going to just wish everybody a great weekend. Thank you all for spending an hour with us this afternoon to recognize all these folks, and Todd and Office Depot for your generous support, and all the other sponsors. You know, we're going to say be safe, be responsible, be respectful out there as we go about our lives in our communities. We're going to see you at the next event. We've got a virtual holiday auction coming up. Yes, it's the holidays, and we've got that coming up. So we'll communicate with you and continue to deliver great programming, even though it's still virtual. So again, congrats to the recipients. Thanks to all the sponsors. Chairman Daskell, thank you for your leadership, and to the entire board of directors. Everybody have a great weekend, and thanks for spending time with us this afternoon.